cold. Adjective, of a thing, having a low temperature. Ink. Noun, a pigment, or dye-based fluid used for writing, printing, etc. Verb, to apply ink to cover or smear with ink. Lamb. Noun, a young sheep. Verb, of a sheep, to give birth. Sizing. Verb, to adjust the size of, to make a certain size. Verb, to apply glue or other primer to a surface which is to be painted. Noun, a gelatinous glue for glazing or sizing canvas. Paper, plaster or wood, often made from animal skins. Philosopher. Noun, a lover of wisdom. Partnership. Noun, the state of being associated with a partner. Addressing. Verb, to prepare oneself. Noun, a process of putting a person's name and address on an item of mail. Anyway. Adverb, regardless, anyhow. Bay. Noun, a berry. Letters. Noun, a symbol in an alphabet. Verb, to print, inscribe, or paint letters on something. Noun, one who lets, or lets out. Noun, literature. School subject. Noun, an identifying initial of the academic institution that is awarded to a member of a varsity team. It is made from structured cloth, and intended to be sewn to a piece of clothing such as a varsity sweater or varsity jacket. Pizzas. Noun, a baked Italian dish of a thinly rolled bread dough crust typically topped before baking with tomato sauce, cheese and other ingredients such as meat, vegetables or fruit. Agrees. Verb, to harmonize in opinion, statement, or action. To be in unison or concord. To be or become united or consistent. To concur. Schedule. Noun, a slip of paper, a short note. Verb, to create a time schedule. Cigarette. Noun, tobacco or other substances, in a thin roll wrapped with paper, intended to be smoked. Verb, to give someone a cigarette, and or to light one for them. Bet. Noun, a wager, an agreement between two parties that a stake, usually money, will be paid by the loser to the winner. The winner being the one who correctly forecast the outcome of an event. Verb, to stake or pledge upon the outcome of an event. To wager. Interjection, expression of general agreement or acceptance. Specifies. Verb, to state explicitly, or in detail, or as a condition. Kept. Verb, to continue in a course or mode of action. Not to intermit or fall from. To uphold or maintain. Exhibit. Noun, an instance of exhibiting. Verb, to display or show something for others to see, especially at an exhibition or contest. Malls. Noun, a pedestrianized street, especially a shopping precinct. Peculiar. Noun, that which is peculiar, a sole or exclusive property. A prerogative, a characteristic. Adjective, out of the ordinary, odd, strange, unusual. Errands. Noun, a journey undertaken to accomplish some task. Verb, to send someone on an errand. Browsing. Verb, to scan, to casually look through in order to find items of interest, especially without knowledge of what to look for beforehand. Noun, a place abounding with shrubs where animals may browse. Mat. Noun, coppersmith, an alloy of copper, tin, iron, etc. White metal. Adjective, dull, not reflective of light. Folks. Noun, a grouping of smaller peoples or tribes as a nation. Noun, the members of one's immediate family, especially one's parents. Intend. Verb, usually followed by the particle to. To hope, to wish something, or something to be accomplished. Be intent upon. Instruction. Noun, the act of instructing, teaching, or furnishing with information or knowledge. Admits. Verb, to allow to enter, to grant entrance, to, whether into a place, into the mind, or into consideration. Comparison. Noun, the act of comparing or the state or process of being compared. Bond. Noun, evidence of a long-term debt, by which the bond issuer, the borrower, is obliged to pay interest when due, and repay the principal at maturity, as specified on the face of the bond certificate. The rights of the holder are specified in the bond indenture, which contains the legal terms and conditions under which the bond was issued. Bonds are available in two forms: registered bonds and bearer bonds. Verb, to connect, secure or tie with a bond. To bind, aids. Noun, help, assistance, succor, relief. Verb, to provide support to further the progress of, to help, to assist. 18th. Noun, the person or thing in the 18th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 18. Relax. Verb, to calm down. Cold. Adjective, of a thing, having a low temperature. Employers. Noun, a person, firm or other entity which pays for or hires the services of another person. Humidifier. Noun, a device that is used to increase the humidity of the air. Dine. Noun, dinner time. Verb, to eat dinner or supper. Apple. Noun, a common, round fruit produced by the tree Malus domestica, cultivated in temperate climates. Verb, to become apple-like. Foreman. Noun, the leader of a work crew. Clown. Noun, a slapstick performance artist often associated with a circus and usually characterized by bright, oversized clothing, a red nose, face paint, and a brightly colored wig. Verb, to act in a silly or playful fashion. Exported. Verb, to carry away. Questionnaire. Noun, a form containing a list of questions. A means of gathering information for a survey. Verb, to survey using questionnaires. Deportation. Noun, the act of deporting or exiling, or the state of being deported. Banishment. Transportation. Parameters. Noun, a value kept constant during an experiment. Equation. Calculation or similar, but varied over other versions of the experiment. Equation. Calculation, etc. Levels. Noun, a tool for finding whether a surface is level, or for creating a horizontal or vertical line of reference. Verb, to adjust so as to make as flat or perpendicular to the ground as possible. Carrier. Noun, a person or object that carries someone or something else. Cut out. Verb, to refrain from doing something, using something, etc. To stop, cease doing something. Adjective, well suited, appropriate, fit for a particular activity or purpose. Cell. Noun, a single-room dwelling for a hermit. Verb, to place or enclose in a cell. Immortality. Noun, the condition of being immortal. Confidence. Noun, self-assurance. Libraries. Noun, an institution which holds books and or other forms of media for use by the public or qualified people, often lending them out, as well as providing various other services for its users. Friend. Noun, a person other than a family member, spouse or lover whose company one enjoys and towards whom one feels affection. Verb, to act as a friend to befriend, to be friendly to help. Proportions. Noun, a quantity of something that is part of the whole amount or number. Verb, to divide into proper shares. To apportion. Noun, a person's figure. Specific. Noun, a distinguishing attribute or quality. Adjective, explicit or definite. Lieutenant. Noun, the lowest junior commissioned officer rank. S. In many military forces, often Army and Marines. Adjective, a military grade that is junior to the grade the adjective modifies. Lieutenant colonel, lieutenant general, lieutenant commander. Drugs. Noun, a substance used to treat an illness, relieve a symptom. or modify a chemical process in the body for a specific purpose. Verb, to administer intoxicating drugs to, generally without the recipient's knowledge or consent. Noun, a drudge. Kindergarten. Noun, an educational institution for young children, usually between ages 4 and 6. Nursery school. Interval. Noun, a distance in space. Happiness. Noun, the emotion of being happy, joy. Pile. Noun, a mass of things heaped together. A heap. Verb, often used with the preposition up, to lay or throw into a pile or heap, to heap up, to collect into a mass, to accumulate. Pathologist. Noun, an expert in pathology, a specialist who examines samples of body tissues for diagnostic or forensic purpose. Assuming. Verb, to authenticate by means of belief, to surmise, to suppose to be true, especially without proof. Noun, an assumption. Adjective, haughty, arrogant. Enrichment. Noun, the act of enriching or something enriched. Carry. Noun, a manner of transporting or lifting something. The grip or position in which something is carried. Verb, to lift something and take it to another place. To transport something by lifting. Secreted. Verb, to make or keep secret. Palace. Noun, official residence of a head of state or other dignitary, especially in a monarchical or imperial governmental system. Verb, to decorate or ornate. Offend. Verb, to hurt the feelings of, to displease, to make angry, to insult. Based. Verb, to give as its foundation or starting point, to lay the foundation of. Adjective, founded on, having a basis, often used in combining forms. Pass out. Verb, to faint, to become unconscious. Agriculture. Noun, the art or science of cultivating the ground, including the harvesting of crops, and the rearing and management of livestock. Jeweler. Noun, a person whose job is making, repairing or selling jewelry. Selected. Verb, to choose one or more elements of a set, especially a set of options. Adjective, that have been selected or chosen. Destiny. Noun, that to which any person or thing is destined. A predetermined state, a condition predestined by the divine or by human will. Gratitude. Noun, the state of being grateful. Attach. Verb, to fasten, to join to, literally and figuratively. Diving. Verb, to swim under water. Noun, the action of the verb to dive in any sense. Adjective, that or who dives or dive. Boolean. Noun, a variable that can hold a single true, false, 1/0 value. Adjective, of or pertaining to the work of George Boole. Definite. Noun, grammar, a word or phrase that designates a specified or identified person or entity. Adjective, having distinct limits. Auditor. Noun, one who audits bookkeeping accounts. Rock. Noun, a formation of minerals, specifically. Goes. Noun, the act of going. Verb, to move. Opportunities. Noun, a chance for advancement, progress or profit. Friendly. Noun, a game which is of no consequence in terms of ranking, betting, etc. Adjective, generally warm, approachable and easy to relate with in character. Coalition. Noun, a temporary group or union of organizations, usually formed for a particular advantage. Percentage. Noun, the amount, number or rate of something, regarded as part of a total of 100, a part of a whole. Responses. Noun, an answer or reply, or something in the nature of an answer or reply. Census. Noun, an official count or enumeration of members of a population. Not necessarily human, usually residents or citizens in a particular region. Often done at regular intervals. Verb, to conduct a census on. Ambitious. Adjective. Of a person or their character. Having or showing ambition. Wanting a lot of power. Honor. Respect. Superiority. Or other distinction. Detective. Noun. Law enforcement. A police officer who looks for evidence as part of solving a crime. An investigator. Adjective. Employed in detecting. Convert. Noun. A person who has converted to a religion. Verb. To transform or change something into another form, substance, state, or product. Soft. Noun. A soft or foolish person. An idiot. Adjective. Easily giving way under pressure. Adverb. Softly. Without roughness or harshness. Gently. Quietly. Interjection. Be quiet. Hold. Stop. Not so fast. Requests. Noun. Act of requesting. With the adposition at in the presence of possessives. And on in their absence. Verb. To ask for something. Crop. Noun. A plant. Especially a cereal. Grown to be harvested as food. Livestock fodder or fuel or for any other economic purpose. Heel. Noun. The rear part of the foot. Where it joins the leg. Verb. To follow at somebody's heels. To chase closely. Charter. Noun. A document issued by some authority. Creating a public or private institution. And defining its purposes and privileges. Verb. To grant or establish a charter. Adjective. Leased or hired. Optometrist. Noun. A person trained and skilled in examining and testing the eyes for defects. In order to prescribe corrective lenses or treatment. Justice. Noun. The state or characteristic of being just or fair. Sorry. Noun. The act of saying sorry. An apology. Adjective. Of a person. Regretful for an action. Grieved or saddened. Especially by the loss of something or someone. Interjection. Expresses regret, remorse, or sorrow. Parsed. Verb. To resolve a sentence, etc., into its elements. Pointing out the several parts of speech. And their relation to each other by agreement or government. To analyze and describe grammatically. Relocate. Verb. To move something from one place to another. Breaker. Noun. Something that breaks. Noun. One who works in shipbreaking. Flu. Noun. Influenza. Shared. Verb. To give part of what one has to somebody else to use or consume. Verb. To cut. To shear. To cleave. To divide. Adjective. Used by multiple entities or for multiple purposes or in multiple ways. Impacted. Verb. To collide or strike, the act of impinging. Adjective. Having undergone an impact. Induction. Noun. An act of inducting. Kiss. Verb. To touch with the lips or press the lips against. Usually to show love or affection or passion. Or as part of a greeting. Fiber. Noun. A single elongated piece of a given material. Roughly round in cross-section. Often twisted with other fibers to form thread. Racket. Noun. A racket. An implement with a handle connected to a round frame strung with wire. Sinew. Or plastic cords. And used to hit a ball. Such as in tennis or a birdie in badminton. Verb. To strike with. Or as if with. A racket. Firing. Verb. To set something, often a building, on fire. Noun. The process of applying heat or fire. Especially to clay etc. to produce pottery. Proving. Verb. To proofread. Verb. To demonstrate that something is true or viable. To give proof for. Operator. Noun. One who operates. Results. Noun. That which results. The conclusion or end to which any course or condition of things leads. Or which is obtained by any process or operation. Consequence or effect. Verb. To proceed. Spring up or rise. As a consequence. From facts. Arguments. Premises. Combination of circumstances. Consultation. thought or endeavor. Mark. Noun. Heading. Boundary. Land within a boundary. Verb. To put a mark on something. To make something recognizable by a mark. To label or write on something. Clip. Noun. Something which clips or grasps. A device for attaching one object to another. Verb. To grip tightly. Newton. Noun. In the international system of units, the derived unit of force. The force required to accelerate a mass of 1 kilogram by 1 meter per second per second. Symbol. N. Senator. Noun. A member, normally elected, in the House or chamber of a legislature called a Senate. The legislatures of the United States and Canada have senators. Intelligent. Adjective, of high or especially quick cognitive capacity, bright. Muttering. Verb. To utter words, especially complaints or angry expressions, indistinctly or with a low voice and lips partly closed. To say under one's breath. Noun. Something that is muttered. Overbooked. Verb. To sell or guarantee more seats for an event than actually exist. Adjective. Having had more seats or tickets sold or guaranteed than were available. Permits. Noun. An artifact or document rendering something allowed or legal. Verb. To allow something to happen. To give permission for. Organizations. Noun. The quality of being organized. O. Noun. The name of the Latin script letter O. Allowed. Verb. To grant, give, admit, accord, afford, or yield. To let one have. Adjective. Allotted. Neatly. Adverb. In a neat manner. Left. Noun. The left side or direction. Adjective. The opposite of right. Toward the west when one is facing north. Adverb. On the left side. Finance. Noun. The management of money and other assets. Verb. To conduct or procure money for financial operations. Manage finances. Beverages. Noun. A liquid to consume. A drink, such as tea, coffee, liquor, beer, milk, juice, or soft drinks, usually excluding water. Soul. Noun. The spirit or essence of a person, usually thought to consist of one's thoughts and personality. Often believed to live on after the person's death. Verb. To endow with a soul. To furnish with a soul or mind. Musicians. Noun. A composer, conductor, or performer of music. Specifically, a person who sings and or plays a musical instrument as a hobby. An occupation, or a profession. Cupcakes. Noun. A small cake baked in a paper container shaped like a cup, often with icing on top. Normal. Noun. A line or vector that is perpendicular to another line. Surface. Or plane. Adjective. According to norms or rules or to a regular pattern. Meetings. Noun. Gerund. The act of persons or things that meet. Gorgeous. Adjective. Of a person or place, very beautiful. Scope. Noun. The breadth, depth or reach of a subject. A domain. Verb. To perform a cursory investigation of. Scope out. Gingerbread. Noun. A type of cake whose main flavoring is ginger. Lot. Noun. A large quantity or number, a great deal. Verb. To allot, to sort, to apportion. Fishing. Noun. The act of catching fish. Bend. Noun. A curve. Verb. To cause something to change its shape into a curve by physical force, chemical action, or any other means. Earning. Verb. To gain success, reward, recognition through applied effort or work. Verb. To curdle as milk. Verb. To long, to yearn. Laid. Adjective. Of paper marked with parallel lines, as if ribbed from wires in the mold. Verb. To place down in a position of rest, or in a horizontal position. Verb. To don or put on. To fill in. Phylacteries. Entering. Verb. To go or come into an enclosed or partially enclosed space. Noun. Action of the verb to enter. Costing. Verb. To incur a charge of. To require payment of a specified price. Noun. The estimation of the cost of a process or product. Frozen. Verb. Especially of a liquid. To become solid due to low temperature. Adjective. Having undergone the process of freezing. In ice form. Crashed. Verb. To collide with something destructively, fall or come down violently. Immortality. Noun. The condition of being immortal. Kept. Verb. To continue in a course or mode of action. Not to intermit or fall from. To uphold or maintain. Font. Noun. A receptacle in a church for holy water, especially one used in baptism. Agenda. Noun. A temporally organized plan for matters to be attended to. Noun. A task which ought to be done. Receipt. Noun. The act of receiving, or the fact of having been received. Verb. To give or write a receipt for something. Competitors. Noun. A person or organization against whom one is competing. Loudly. Adverb. In a loud manner, at a high volume. Blush. Noun. An act of blushing. A red glow on the face caused by shame, modesty, etc. Verb. To become red in the face. And sometimes experience an associated feeling of warmth, especially due to shyness, shame, excitement, or embarrassment. Phone. Noun. A device for transmitting conversations and other sounds in real time across distances. Now often a small portable unit also capable of running software, etc. Verb. To call someone. Using a telephone. Clone. Noun. A living organism. Originally a plant. Produced asexually from a single ancestor, to which it is genetically identical. Verb. To create a clone of. Non-existent. Adjective. Not existent, not real. Confess. Verb. To admit to the truth, particularly in the context of sins or crimes committed. Apples. Noun. A common, round fruit produced by the tree Malus domestica. Cultivated in temperate climates. Verb. To become apple-like. Force. Noun. Strength or energy of body or mind. Active power. Vigor. Might. Capacity of exercising an influence or producing an effect. Verb. To violate. A woman. To rape. Noun. Law enforcement. Any police organization. A constabulary. Creative. Noun. A person directly involved in a creative marketing process. Adjective. Tending to create things. Or having the ability to create. Often. Excellently. In a novel fashion. Or any or all of these. Speaker. Noun. One who speaks. Miracle. Noun. An event that appears inexplicable by the laws of nature and so is held to be supernatural in origin. Verb. To effect by a miracle. To work a miracle upon. Campaigns. Noun. A series of operations undertaken to achieve a set goal. Verb. To take part in a campaign. Contractor. Noun. A person or company that builds or improves buildings. Lanes. Noun. Used in street names, a road, street, or similar thoroughfare. Cereal. Noun. A type of grass, such as wheat, rice or oats, cultivated for its edible grains. Road. Verb. To transport oneself by sitting on and directing a horse, later also a bicycle, etc. Declare. Verb. To make clear, explain, interpret. Rapidly. Adverb. With speed, in a rapid manner. Brute. Noun. An animal seen as being without human reason. A senseless beast. Verb. To shape diamonds by grinding them against each other. Adjective. Without reason or intelligence. Of animals. Landmarks. Noun. An object that marks the boundary of a piece of land. Usually a stone. Or a tree. Verb. To officially designate a site or building as a landmark. Loyal. Adjective. Having or demonstrating undivided and constant support for someone or something. Dissimilar. Adjective. Not similar, unalike, different. Pastry. Noun. A baked food item made from flour and fat pastes such as pie crust. Also tarts, bear claws, Napoleons, puff pastries, etc. Predictions. Noun. A statement of what will happen in the future. Perhaps. Noun. An uncertainty. Adverb. Modifies a verb, indicating a lack of certainty. Posts. Noun. A long dowel or plank protruding from the ground. A fence post. A light post. Verb. To hang. A notice. In a conspicuous manner for general review. Noun. Each of a series of men stationed at specific places along a post road, with responsibility for relaying letters and dispatches of the monarch, and later others, along the route. Verb. To travel with relays of horses. To travel by post horses. Originally as a courier. Noun. An assigned station. A guard post. Verb. To enter. A name. On a list. As for service, promotion, etc. Noun. A post-mortem. Investigation of body's cause of death. Passage. Noun. A paragraph or section of text or music with particular meaning. Verb. To pass something, such as a pathogen or stem cell, through a host or medium. Adjective. Describing a bird that has left the nest, is living on its own, but is less than a year old. Commonly used in falconry. Parallelized. Verb. To make parallel, to each other. Naturalist. Noun. Except as merged with later senses, a natural philosopher, a scientist. Journalists. Noun. The keeper of a personal journal, who writes in it regularly. Exit. Noun. An act of going out or going away, or leaving. A departure. Verb. To go out or go away from a place or situation. To depart. To leave. Name. Noun. Any nounal word or phrase which indicates a particular person, place, class, or thing. Close. Noun. An end or conclusion. Verb. Physical. To remove a gap. Remember. Verb. To recall from one's memory. To have an image in one's memory. Adults. Noun. A fully grown human or animal. Reduce. Verb. To bring down the size, quantity, quality, value or intensity of something. To diminish. To lower. Leader. Noun. Any person that leads or directs. Members. Noun. One who officially belongs to a group. Sound. Adjective. Healthy. Adverb. Soundly. Interjection. Yes. Used to show agreement or understanding. Generally without much enthusiasm. Series. Noun. A number of things that follow on one after the other or are connected one after the other. Adjective. Connected one after the other in a circuit. Departure. Noun. The act of departing or something that has departed. Rink. Noun. A man, especially a warrior or hero. Compensate. Verb. To do something good after something bad happens. Lamb. Noun. A young sheep. Verb. Of a sheep, to give birth. Colleague. Noun. A fellow member of a profession. Staff. Academic faculty or other organization. An associate. Verb. To unite or associate with another or with others. Landlord. Noun. A person who owns and rents land such as a house, apartment, or condo. Mostly. Adverb. Mainly or chiefly, for the most part, usually, generally, on the whole. Completes. Noun. A completed survey. Verb. To finish. To make done. To reach the end. Memory. Noun. The ability of the brain to record information or impressions with the facility of recalling them. Later it will. Humor. Noun. The quality of being amusing, comical, funny. Verb, to pacify by indulging. Health. Noun, the state of being free from physical or psychological disease, illness, or malfunction. Wellness. Domains. Noun, a geographic area owned or controlled by a single person or organization. Review. Noun, a second or subsequent reading of a text or artifact in an attempt to gain new insights. Verb, to survey, to look broadly over. Looped. Verb, to form something into a loop. Adjective, having loops. Achieve. Verb, to succeed in something, now especially in academic performance. Rollers. Noun, heading, anything that rolls. Verb, to roller skate. Cognitive. Noun, cognate. Adjective, relating to the part of mental functions that deals with logic, as opposed to affective, which deals with emotions. Infrared. Noun, electromagnetic radiation of a wavelength longer than visible light, but shorter than microwave radiation, having a wavelength between 700 nanometers and 1 millimeter. Adjective, having the wavelength in the infrared. Adjustment. Noun, the action of adjusting something. Sold. Verb, detransitive, to transfer goods or provide services in exchange for money. Manages. Verb, to direct or be in charge of. Informed. Verb, to instruct, train, usually in matters of knowledge. Adjective, instructed, having knowledge of a fact or area of education. Ecologist. Noun, a scholar of ecology. Realized. Verb, to make real, to convert from the imaginary or fictitious into reality, to bring into real existence. Cans. Noun, a more or less cylindrical vessel for liquids, usually of steel or aluminium, but sometimes of plastic, and with a carrying handle over the top. Verb, to seal in a can. Seventh. Noun, the person or thing in the seventh position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 7. Dozen. Noun, a set of 12. Meanings. Noun, of words or symbols. The entity, perception, feeling or concept thereby represented or evoked. Cost. Verb, to incur a charge of, to require payment of a specified price. Parachute. Noun, a device, generally constructed from fabric, that is designed to employ air resistance to control the fall of an object. Verb, to jump, fall, descend, etc., using such a device. North. Noun, one of the 4 major compass points, specifically 0 degrees, directed toward the North Pole, and conventionally upwards on a map, abbreviated as N. Verb, to turn or move toward the north. Adjective, of or pertaining to the north. Northern. Adverb, toward the north, northward, northerly. Stocked. Verb, to have on hand for sale. Adjective, having been replenished with stock. Bring. Verb, detransitive, to transport toward somebody, somewhere. Leg. Noun, a limb or appendage that an animal uses for support or locomotion. Verb, to remove the legs from an animal carcass. Knocked. Verb, to strike for admittance, to rap upon, as a door. Dependable. Noun, a reliable person or thing. Adjective, able, or easily able to be depended on. Collapse. Noun, the act of collapsing. Verb, to break apart and fall down suddenly, to cave in. Leadership. Noun, the capacity of someone to lead others. Copies. Noun, the result of copying, an identical duplicate of an original. Verb, to produce an object identical to a given object. Date. Noun, the fruit of the date palm. Phoenix dactylifera, somewhat in the shape of an olive, containing a soft, sweet pulp and enclosing a hard kernel. Fishing. Noun, the act of catching fish. Conditions. Noun, a logical clause or phrase that a conditional statement uses. The phrase can either be true or false. Verb, to subject to the process of acclimation. Shocked. Verb. To cause to be emotionally shocked. To cause someone to feel surprised and upset. Verb. To collect or make up into a shock or shocks. To stook. Adjective. Surprised, startled, confused, or taken aback. Season. Noun. Each of the 4 divisions of a year. Spring, summer, autumn, fall, and winter. Verb. To make fit for any use by time or habit. To habituate, to accustom, to inure. Intuitive. Noun. One who has, especially parapsychological, intuition. Adjective. Spontaneous, without requiring conscious thought. Losing. Verb. To cause something to cease to be in one's possession or capability due to unfortunate or unknown circumstances, events or reasons. Noun. The process by which something is lost. A loss. Adjective. That loses or has lost. Clothes. Noun. A woven fabric such as used in dressing, decorating, cleaning or other practical use. Noun. Items of clothing, apparel. Potatoes. Noun. The tuber of a plant. Solanum tuberosum. Eaten as a starchy vegetable, particularly in the Americas and Europe. This plant. Seeking. Verb. To try to find, to look for, to search for. Noun. The act of one who seeks. A search or quest to find something. Adjective. In combination. That seeks something specified. Dear. Noun. A very kind, loving person. Verb. To endear. Adjective. High in price. Expensive. Adverb. Dearly. At a high price. Pretending. Verb. To claim. To allege. Especially when falsely or as a form of deliberate deception. Noun. The act of imagining. Make-believe. Clicking. Verb. To cause to make a click. To operate a switch, etc., so that it makes a click. Verb. To snatch. Noun. The sound or action of a click. Electronic. Adjective. Of or pertaining to an electron or electrons. Objects. Noun. A thing that has physical existence. Disadvantage. Noun. A weakness or undesirable characteristic. A con. Verb. To place at a disadvantage. Bike. Noun. A vehicle that has 2 wheels, one behind the other, a steering handle, and a saddle seat or seats, and is usually propelled by the action of a rider's feet upon pedals. Verb. To ride a bike. Noun. A motorcycle. Noun. A local woman who is sexually promiscuous. Movie. Noun. A recorded sequence of images displayed on a screen at a rate sufficiently fast to create the appearance of motion. Lyricist. Noun. A person who writes the lyrics of a song. Documentaries. Noun. A film, TV program, publication, etc., which presents a social, political, scientific or historical subject in a factual or informative manner. Id. Noun. The unconscious impulsive component of the personality in the Freudian psychoanalytic model. Offering. Verb. To propose or express one's willingness to do something. Noun. The act by which something is offered. Interviews. Noun. An official face-to-face meeting of monarchs or other important figures. Verb. To ask questions of somebody. To have an interview. Operation. Noun. The method by which a device performs its function. Mostly. Adverb. Mainly or chiefly. For the most part. Usually. Generally. On the whole. Painting. Verb. To apply paint to. Noun. An illustration or artwork done with the use of paint. Attachments. Noun. The act or process of, physically or figuratively, attaching. Observed. Verb. To notice or view, especially carefully or with attention to detail. Package. Noun. Something which is packed. A parcel. A box. An envelope. Verb. To pack or bundle something. Staring. Verb. Construed with at. To look fixedly. At something. Noun. The act of one who stares. Adjective. Shining. Vivid. Garish. Deep. Noun. With the deep part of a lake, sea, etc. Adjective. Of a physical distance. Extending far away from a point of reference. Especially downwards. Adverb. Deeply. Replacement. Noun. A person or thing that takes the place of another, a substitute. Fridge. Noun. A refrigerator. Verb. To place inside of a refrigerator. Scream. Noun. A loud, emphatic exclamation of extreme emotion, especially horror, fear, excitement, or anger. It may comprise a word or a sustained, high-pitched vowel sound. Verb. To cry out with a shrill voice. To utter a sudden, sharp outcry, or shrill, loud cry, as in fright or extreme pain. To shriek. To screech. Community. Noun. A group sharing a common understanding, and often the same language, law, manners, and/or tradition. Dishes. Noun. A vessel such as a plate for holding or serving food, often flat with a depressed region in the middle. Verb. To put in a dish or dishes. Serve. Usually food. Noun. Dishwashing. Gold. Noun. A heavy yellow elemental metal of great value, with atomic number 79 and symbol O. Verb. To pyrolyze or burn food until the color begins to change to a light brown, but not as dark as browning. Adjective. Made of gold. Skiing. Verb. To move on skis. Noun. A group of sports utilizing skis as primary equipment. Lose. Verb. To cause something to cease to be in one's possession or capability due to unfortunate or unknown circumstances, events or reasons. Existence. Noun. The state of being, existing, or occurring. Beinghood. Artwork. Noun. A painting, drawing, sculpture or other piece of creative, visual art. Skating. Verb. To move along a surface. Ice or ground. Using skates. Noun. The action of moving along a surface. Ice or ground. Using skates. Characters. Noun. A being involved in the action of a story. Recruiting. Verb. To enroll or enlist new members or potential employees on behalf of an employer. Organization. Sports team. The military. Etc. Noun. The process by which a person is recruited. Recruitment. Spooky. Adjective. Eerie, or suggestive of ghosts or the supernatural. Rain. Noun. Condensed water falling from a cloud. Verb. To have rain fall from the sky. Careers. Noun. One's calling in life. A person's occupation. One's profession. Verb. To move rapidly straight ahead, especially in an uncontrolled way. Interface. Noun. The point of interconnection or contact between entities. Verb. To construct an interface for. Purchased. Verb. To buy, obtain by payment of a price in money or its equivalent. Sing. Noun. A gathering at which people sing songs. Verb. To produce musical or harmonious sounds with one's voice. Generation. Noun. The fact of creating something, or bringing something into being. Production, creation. Blowing. Verb. To produce an air current. Verb. To blossom. To cause to bloom or blossom. Mute. Noun. A stopped consonant. A stop. Verb. To silence. To make quiet. Adjective. Not having the power of speech. Dumb. Pancakes. Noun. A thin batter cake fried in a pan or on a griddle in oil or butter. Describes. Verb. To represent in words. Democratic. Adjective. Pertaining to democracy. Favoring democracy. Are constructed upon the principle of government by the people. Maps. Noun. A visual representation of an area, whether real or imaginary. Verb. to create a visual representation of a territory, etc. Via cartography. Longitude. Noun, angular distance measured west or east of the prime meridian. Dean. Noun, a senior official in a college or university, who may be in charge of a division or faculty. For example, the dean of science, or have some other advisory or disciplinary function. For example, the dean of students. Verb, to serve as a dean. Fund. Noun, a sum or source of money. Verb, to pay for. Liner. Noun, someone who fits a lining to something. Public. Noun, the people in general, regardless of membership of any particular group. Adjective, able to be seen or known by everyone. Open to general view. Happening without concealment. Serves. Noun, an act of putting the ball or shuttlecock in play in various games. Verb, personal, to provide a service, or, by extension, a product, especially food or drink. Pine. Noun, any coniferous tree of the genus Pinus. Arrangement. Noun, the act of arranging. Reject. Noun, something that is rejected. Verb, to refuse to accept. Airline. Noun, a company that flies airplanes to transport people and goods. Missile. Noun, any object used as a weapon by being thrown or fired through the air, such as stone, arrow or bullet. Arrives. Verb, to reach, to get to a certain place. Dump. Noun, a place where waste or garbage is left. A ground or place for dumping ashes. Refuse, etc. A disposal site. Verb, to release, especially in large quantities in chaotic manner. Failed. Verb, to be unsuccessful. Adjective, unsuccessful. Reverse. Noun, the opposite of something. Verb, to turn something around so that it faces the opposite direction or runs in the opposite sequence. Adjective, opposite, contrary, going in the opposite direction. Adverb, in a reverse way or direction. In reverse, upside down,